Hello students, welcome to Legacy IAS Academy. So today we are going to discuss about a recent dispute that has been making headlines is between two states of India, that is Maharashtra and Karnataka. So both of these states have dispute with regards to the Belgavi region of Karnataka that is currently a part of Karnataka. However, Maharashtra also lays claim over this particular region. So recently this dispute has been taken up in the Supreme Court, and today Supreme Court is going to hear the petition that has been submitted by Maharashtra a few years back. So let us try to understand in more depth what this dispute is all about and how this dispute has basically originated. But to give you first of all the brief context about this particular issue, so Supreme Court is going to hear arguments about the maintainability of petition that has been filed by the Maharashtra government. In this particular petition, the government of Maharashtra had challenged some of the provisions of State Reorganization Act of year 1956, and it has demanded that 865 villages that is currently lying or spread over somewhere 5 districts of Karnataka should be transferred to the control of Maharashtra. Due to these developments in Karnataka, tensions are running quite high, especially in the Belgavi district. And Belgavi district, we have also have this Belgavi city, or it is also called as Belgaum, known by the other name of Belgaum. So this region borders Maharashtra, and police have beefed up security arrangement in this border region. Not only that, even the police officers, the higher police officers from both the states have met recently to ensure that the peace of the region is maintained. Now let us try to understand that why the two states are sparring over this particular region. So the beginning of this dispute can be traced back to year 1953. In year 1953, to organize the border of states of India on the basis of language, a commission, that is Justice Fazal Ali Commission, has been set up. Justice Fazal Ali Commission, after 2 years of intense studying research, submitted its final report in year 1955. Once the final report of Justice Fazal Ali Commission was submitted, on the basis of this particular report, year 1956 was when the State Reorganization Act was formulated, and then in the same year, it was finally passed by the Parliament of India as well. As a result of this passage of State Reorganization Act, the boundaries of states of India were altered, and thus in the month of November 1956, to be exact, on the 1st of November 1956, the Mysore state, which has later been renamed as Karnataka, was formed, and also the Bombay state, which has later been known as Maharashtra. It also, the area of the state also have altered or changed. Due to these changes, differences between the Karnataka and Maharashtra has emerged regarding the control of the some of the border areas, that which state should these particular border regions, including villages and cities, should lie. No, now why Maharashtra was not satisfied with the outcome of State Reorganization Act and its consequent imposition. So basically, what happened that if you look at the northwestern district of Karnataka, that is Belagavi district, it says that Maharashtra says that it should be part of Maharashtra, because the reason is that in this area we have majority of Marathi speaking population. That was the original argument given by Maharashtra to make sure that the demand of inclusion of these regions continuously keep up coming. Maharashtra Ekikaran Samiti organization was set up, which later also became a political party, and thus a decade-long violent agitation began somewhere in the year 1957. As per the Maharashtra demand, it says that 814 villages and 3 urban settlements, including Belgaum, should be transferred to Maharashtra from the control of Karnataka. So, what has been the steps taken once this dispute emerged or erupted? So, in the year 1957, when the Maharashtra invoked Section 21 2B of the State Reorganization Act, it submitted a petition to the Union Ministry of Home Affairs stating its objection about inclusion of Belgavi in the Karnataka. And as we discussed before, the Maharashtra states, since the large number of people who are residing in these areas are Marathi speaking, that is why Maharashtra has to have control over this area. Thus, after 10 years, when this violence kept on going on, when there was large scale eruptions, protests kept on going on, in 1966, Union government under the Prime Ministership of Mrs. Indira Gandhi set up a commission under one person who was a retired Supreme Court judge, Justice Meher Chand Mahajan. Once this Justice Meher Chand Mahajan commission was set up, then it further studied for some period of time, and in following year, that is in 1967, it finally gave its recommendation. The recommendation of Justice Mahajan Commission was that 264 towns and villages that was at that time part of Karnataka, including Nippani, Nandgarh, and Khanapur, which is currently it should be merged with Maharashtra. And similarly, 247 villages of Maharashtra, including South Solapur and Akkalkot, should be merged with the Karnataka. That means, in essence, what we can say, Justice Mahajan again said that the boundaries of these two states should be altered, where the transfer of some areas should happen from Maharashtra to Karnataka and vice versa. Now, once this report was prepared, finally it was submitted to the central government and it was finally tabled in 1970 in the parliament. But despite that, the matter was not taken up for the discussion. Not only that, at the same time, as we have discussed, the Maharashtra Ekikaran Samiti, the political organization, the political party that was very active in the border areas of Karnataka, it made this particular issue as a poll issue and also won successive elections on the same ground. Now, political polarization in border areas of Belgavi has also been observed since then, because many people are aligning themselves according to the languages they speak. For example, right now in Belgavi, we have both Marathi speaking population as well as a Kannada speaking population. So Marathi speaking population generally align themselves and vote the Marathi political parties, as well as the Kannada speaking population generally give vote to the Kannada political parties. So once this Maharashtra and all this report has been submitted, now what has been the response of Karnataka on this particular demand of Maharashtra? So Karnataka clearly says that inclusion of Belagavi as part of its territory is beyond dispute, and it also gives argument that even the Justice Mahajan Commission report, which has been submitted in year 1970, it also substantiate the claim and the position of Karnataka that Belagavi is its own part. And thus, the Karnataka currently says that either Mahajan Commission report should be completely and fully accepted, where the transfer of territories should happen, take place between both the states, or if not, the status quo should be maintained. And by maintaining status quo, Belgavi will remain part of Karnataka. So that is the overall stand of Karnataka government. So now, since 1960s, 1957 to 1960, when the dispute has emerged in beginning, what we can see that the population as well as the demography as well as the economic situation in Belgavi has changed. And currently, if you look at the middle class core areas and the surrounding regions of Belgavi, these are predominantly occupied by the Kannada speaking people. On the other hand, if you look at the in and around Belgavi region, a good number of people also speak Marathi as well. However, both these people have been interlinked, both these communities do not have this kind of watertight compartmentalization. They are basically interlinked to each other by the inter-community marriages that is very common. Now, what is the reason that since 1960 again the tension has kept on occurring every now and then? So after 1970s, tensions erupted again once in year 1986 when the then Chief Minister of Karnataka, Ramakrishna Hegare, decided that Kannada language will be made compulsory and mandatory for anyone who is willing to join the state government service. This was widely confronted by the Maharashtra or Marathi political parties, Marathi speaking population of the border regions of Karnataka and Maharashtra. Not only that, this confrontation we can also see in the cultural arena when in year 2000, when 73rd Akhil Bharatiya Marathi Sahitya Sammelan was organized in Belgavi, there the main speakers they said that Belgavi will finally become part of Maharashtra as it originally is part of Maharashtra. On the other hand, 3 years later, when in the 17th Akhil Bharatiya Kannada Sahitya Sammelan occurred, then the main speaker said that Belgavi has and always remain part of Karnataka. So this matter is not only has a kind of political connotation, but it also is trickling down in almost all the spheres of life, including economic sphere as well as the cultural spheres. Not only that, the tensions resurfaced again when in 2007, the Karnataka state government decided to construct a Suvarna Vidhan Saudha or Vidhan Sabha Legislative Assembly, similarly on the line of Legislative Assembly, the design that we see in the Bangalore, the capital of Karnataka, as you can see from the picture here. And finally, in 2012, it was inaugurated and it was decided by the state government that every year, winter legislative session of the assembly will take place in the Belgavi. This was mainly to cement the control of Karnataka over this particular region. So every time when the Karnataka assembly session, the winter assembly session is about to be held, the border issues spring up fresh and the tension emerged again between the communities, the Marathi speaking communities as well as the Kannada speaking community. Not only that, last year in the month of December 2021, the statue of freedom fighter and Kannada icon Sangoli Rayanna was also vandalized due to the same, we can understand due to the same differences. And thus, not only that, the political parties are also trying to take advantage of this fault line between two different linguistic groups, such as Maharashtra Ekikaran Samiti. They have continuously been winning elections since 1960s, but in year 2018, they were defeated and were not able to win a single seat. And that is why they are trying to revive themselves politically by making it again their own main agenda or main issue of contesting elections. Now, we talk about in last that what is the legal matter that has been referred to the court, especially the Supreme Court of India. So, in this context, the government of Maharashtra has approached the Supreme Court and it has challenged the State Reorganization Act, which have included Belagavi as a part of Karnataka. And this has been referred by Maharashtra. The reference has been made by Maharashtra regarding to the Article 131 of the Constitution, where it says that the Supreme Court has jurisdiction in cases relating to disputes between the union government and the states. On the other hand, Karnataka says that Supreme Court do not have any kind of jurisdiction in tackling these matters, the border dispute matter between two states, because it has referred to Article 3 of the Constitution. And as per Article 3 of the Constitution, the Supreme Court does not have the jurisdiction to decide the border state, and only Parliament has the power to do so. So here also we see the differences between the approach of the Maharashtra as well as Karnataka, where Maharashtra says the matter should be settled and finalized by the Supreme Court through the verdict. On the other hand, Karnataka says the matter should be finalized by the Parliament of India. So, since today the hearing is going to take place in the Supreme Court, we have to see that whether the petition submitted by Maharashtra will be maintained, will be continued by Supreme Court, or whether it will be rejected, or whatever decision Supreme Court is there. It is a developing issue, so we'll have to wait and see that what finally happens. So I hope you understood about the concept behind this current controversy. If you like the video, please like the like button, hit the like button, share it with your fellow aspirants, as well as subscribe to our channel for more helpful content. Thank you very much.